Namaste, Shalom, Aho, Dosha, Aho. This is CYNDI WALLACE, and I am a psychic astrologer, and I have been for the last 47 years, and I take a pragmatic approach to spirituality and metaphysics. So I'm glad you could join me tonight, and tonight we're going to do some intuitive questions, questions that I will answer intuitively, and I'll try to watch the monitors. I also have collected questions that people have sent in during the last month. Hi Joan, hi Stephanie, glad you're watching, glad to see you. We're going to begin with our healing circle, and I didn't get many requests for healing, but I do want you to know that every day I do a healing circle, and I do it daily. So if you know of anybody that needs healing, please let me know, and I will include them in my personal healing circle. I'd like, if you would, to imagine yourself, imagine all of us at a campfire right now, and the crickets are chirping, and we have a beautiful campfire glowing, going on right now, and the smoke from the campfire is connecting our souls together as we gather into a beautiful circle for healing. We ask our ancestors, our Father Moon, Mother Moon rather, and Father Sun to come in. We ask the prayers of all directions: the north, where the cold winds blow; the east, where everything is born and everything dawns; to the south, where the sun comes up and keeps us warm; and to the west, where all dies and begins life again. So we bring our energies together, and we will bring in the names right now of Marcy. Marcy has some heart blockage, so Marcy needs some help in diagnosing and also knowing what to do with it. So we ask Great Spirit at this time to bring in the healing that Marcy needs for her diagnosis and for a highest resolve in her case of a heart blockage. We give our thanks. Namaste, Aho. We bring in the name of Mosey. Mosey is a little black and white dog, a little terrier who has been left and lost for the last 6 days. Mosey was retrieved and found by the owners, thank God, but a little disoriented right now. And I'm sure if we had a cam on Mosey, we would have a great adventure. But Mosey is safe, and we have healings for Mosey. We ask for the highest of good for Mosey at this time. Aho. And the other name that we have tonight is Anna. We bring Anna into our circle now. And we ask Anna, blacked out yesterday or the day before while getting a routine eye checkup. So we ask healing right now for Anna. We know that this healing is perfect on the other side, and we ask for the perfection to come onto the earth plane now for Anna. And we know she's resting right now in the hospital. Aho, all is good. Okay, so remember, when you have somebody you want for healing, call me, text me, 301-831-8947, and I'll be glad to put them in our healing circle for next month. Okay, well, you know, it's Aquarius time, and on the calendar, all you Aquarians that were born in February, the first part of February, the latter part of February goes into Pisces. But for all the Aquarians that were born, by the way, happy birthday. And just to give you a little synopsis of where you're going, Uranus is your ruler. And Uranus is going to move into Taurus in May. So that's going to be a whole new chapter for you, and it should have a lot to do with maybe a new home, a family, and money, because Taurus rules money. So that's going to be a whole new chapter for Aquarians. And then in 2023, you have Pluto entering your sign, and it's going to be there for 17 years, and that's going to be a huge transformation. Hi, Tony. Hi, Donna. We're going to get to your questions. So anyway, let's start with the questions. The first one we have is from Pam, and she is a Sag. So she's asking, what does 2018 hold for her? Well, psychically, I'm feeling like that in April, it's sort of like a log jam gets unblocked for you, and you're feeling more intuitive, and you're feeling the want to possibly move or move something. It could be an office or it could be your home. But I also feel that you already should start feeling better now, because you've had Saturn in your sign for the last 2 years, and that is a real drag. So already you should start feeling better, Pamela, and money should start shifting by April. I think what's happened is that you had such a long run of Saturn that you have sea legs now, and you're just trying to get a grip now in getting out of that Saturn transit. You won't have to worry about it again for 30 years. Aren't you lucky? Hi, Rita. Hi, Carol. Okay, the next question is from Lady. She is a Pisces. And we're getting to Pisces soon on the calendar. She wants to know, should I rent my friend's space? Okay. Well, what I see is that it would be all right. I think this is, you've had a couple choices here, Lady, and this choice feels the best of all of them. And I think it would be good for a while so that you can land in a safe place and look around and figure out where you want to live in time. So you could be there for possibly maybe 2 years, up to 2 years. It won't be that long. But I do feel like the reason you've been so confused with the home is you've had Neptune in your sign, which is your ruler, and that makes things a little confusing. All Pisces are getting that now. So, but the good thing you have all year until next November is Jupiter. So that Jupiter is good luck planet. It's going to help you get to your answer about where you want to live as an individual in time. Okay? So good luck to you and good luck to your move, because moves are very, very hard, I think. Okay, we have Anne, and Anne is a Scorpio. It looks like another question about a move. Let's see. Anne wants to know if she's going to have the funds to make her move. Anne, being a Scorpio, you have Jupiter in your sign all year. So that's going to help you. I would be playing the Powerball if I were you. But yes, you're going to have the funds. I do see you selling your home and putting a contract on another home, which is very cozy, a little different from the home you have now. But it's going to happen all in succession, like it should, a whole great spirit. I think that you may put a contingency contract on a home, and then I see your home selling, so it's going to move really fast. So when you get ready to make a move, you better be ready, because that Jupiter is pushing you. Okay? Let's see, Yvonne, should I move to California? I don't think so right now, Yvonne. It looks like a delay, and then you could move if you want to. But I get a 4-month delay on that with California. I do see you at a beach, however, and it could even still be on the East Coast. I know, why not move to Virginia Beach? So at any rate, if you do want to move to California, the coast is clear in about 4 months from now. You'll make your decision and you'll do it. You'll act on it. Okay, and you're more than welcome, Pam. Kendra, how does my job look? And Kendra's from Maryland. I don't have a sign. I think Kendra, you're Leo, if I remember. Anyway, Kendra, your job, you're just going up a ladder. I think you just had a promotion, and the next promotion is going to be rocketing for you money-wise. So you just keep climbing up that ladder and do everything you need to do to make it happen on your end. And I see you reaching the top eventually, the top of your game. And I know that there might be still some schooling or education involved, but you're going to do it. So you just keep plowing ahead. Okay. Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Do you see my business going well this year? Well, actually, I see 2 businesses going well for you, Nicole. I think that you are going to excel in one of them a little more than the other, but I see 2. You're making money at 2, and you're kind of springing out and being independent on your own on at least one of them. So that's going to be very good, and the money looks good too. So, Great Spirit is good, and all is well. We have Tony, who is a Leo. There's not much going on in Leo right now, Tony, but I will tell you that in 2023, I know it sounds like a long time from now, but it won't be, how fast time goes by. Tony, when Pluto goes and makes an opposition in your sign, you're going to have a huge transformation in your life. It will go on for 17 years. And that sounds like a long time, but all through that 17 years, you're going to transform. So it's going to be a very important time for you in your life, probably the most important time you've ever had. You're asking about 2018. It looks good. It feels to me that you're getting a relief financially. I don't know if you're in your own business or not, but it looks like you could do that in a J month, would be June or July. So if you started your own business, I think it would start out pretty good, or you could even go into business with another person. But it feels like an important time around June and July, and that's very close to when the sun goes into Leo. So good luck to you, Tony. I hope. Okay, let's see what else we have. We have a Joe that wrote in. She's a Cancer, and she wants to know how 2018 looked. Okay. Well, Cancers haven't had it too good, Joe. I'm sorry to say. Cancers and Capricorns have had it hard for the last couple years. You have a Pluto opposition going on right now, and Capricorns have it in their sign. It just sucks. Now you have Saturn going into your sign. I'm sorry, it's making an opposition. It's going into Capricorn. And that's not great either, but you can make it great. You can make, lemonade out of lemons. You can make it great by doing what Saturn asks you to. And what Saturn asks you to do is work hard, be diligent, make schedules, and pay attention to your lessons. So, some of the great yogis said, as long as you pay attention to your lessons and you work on them, you have nothing to worry about, because that's what we're here for. So just do those 4 things that I suggest, and you'll come out like a bandit at the end of this. And that will end the Saturn transit will end in 2 years. The Pluto transit will end in 2023. That will be a happy time for Capricorns and Cancers. They'll be going out to restaurants and clicking wine glasses. It's been, I'm a Capricorn, so it's been a hard way to go. So, I know. Let's see, Christina. And it's funny because you're texting right now and I'm right at your questions. So how about synchronicity? How's that, Christina? Anyway, you're asking will your financial situation work out? And yes, it will. I would say in 2.5 months from now, you're going to see an improvement. And that's from your own ingenuity and your own ideas about what it is that you want to, how you see yourself in this world. Has a lot to do with your career and how you look, your reputation. So you could get a promotion if you're working for someone else, or you could decide to go into your own business. But in about 2.5 months from now, it's sort of like you get an epiphany, and then it's sort of like the road is let out to you. That's what I see. I know you've had it hard. I can really feel it, and I'm sending you a lot of blessings and healing, and I'll keep you on my healing circle. Okay, Melissa. Let's see, I don't see your question, Melissa, so maybe I'll wait on that. Okay. We're going to go to Vicky. And Vicky wants to know when her health will get better for her husband. And so... Vicky, I know you've gone through it hard. I can feel it. And I'm sending right now a lot of green healing light to your husband. And I know that this has been a long road for you. I can feel it's been rough. You've been confused many times with maybe the diagnosis is or what your husband has had. I see a roller coaster, up, down, up, down, up, down. But I do believe in miracles. I've seen miracles happen all the time with healing. I myself use visualization to get rid of a tumor on my cervix. So what I would do is use a lot of visualization to your husband. See green light around him. Green is a healing color. I do see things getting better in the next 4 to 6 weeks to 4 to 6 months for him. He's a fighter and he can do it. It's all about the will with healing. So if his will is good, the good will be done. Okay? I'll keep him on my healing circle daily. Okay. The next question we have is... this is Carol, and she's from North Carolina. What can I do to open my third eye? I feel I'm very psychic. That's a really good question, Carol. Everybody has a third eye right here. It's called the pineal gland. It's a real thing. It's not some mystical, ooh. It's a real thing. It is an organ. It's our sixth sense. And you can develop it. Anyone can be psychic. I'm working to put myself out of business because everyone can be psychic. It just takes a lot of training, just like an Olympian star runs. Let's say he wants to win some awards, so he runs every day, or he practices every day, or he throws the disc every day and practices. You can practice too with meditation. And this summer, I'm going to do a webinar on meditation so you can learn how to do meditation properly. Hi, Cindy. So meditation would be the key. And I started meditating at 12. My mom fixed me a little otter when I was 12 years old, and I went down very diligently downstairs to the otter every evening around 8 o'clock. So if you meditate every day, you will open up that third eye. And it's not any, big words that you have to memorize or anything like that. You just close your eyes, bring your attention to the pineal gland right here. And you sit with your feet flat and your hands up to allow the energy to flow. And you can meditate every day. And I'd start for 10 minutes and work up to 20. Nobody has to meditate for 2 hours. That's a little overdoing it. But if you want to, you can. But meditation is a way to open the third eye. And one day, you will see this big eye staring at you. It is real. You can even see the veins in the eyes. It's the realest thing you've ever seen. And that will tell you that your third eye has opened. And you can develop your psychic abilities. So, but don't think you're going into it to find out anything about yourself. You can't. You have to do it for others. That's the rule. You can't serve yourself with it. You have to serve others. So, unfortunately, I can't read for myself, but I wish I could. Anyway, the next question we have is Karen from Maryland. And Karen, you're asking, can you hear anything from Kevin from the other side? Okay, so I'm going to tune in to the other side, and it's almost like I'm tuning into a television set. And I turn on the television set, and I get the visual first, and then I hear the sound. And that's how it works for me. Other psychics work differently, but this is what I do when I do mediumship. And I am seeing Kevin in a soldier's outfit. He's saying that he did die for his country, and he is very, very proud of that. So please, he's saying, don't cry, because he did his mission. He is holding it looks like a little animal. And I'm not sure if the animal is a little dog or cat or bunny, but it looks like it's a light color, Karen. And he's thanking the whole family, 4 of you especially, for the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful memorials that you set. He is very, very proud and about balloons flying, Karen, that you did balloons and you did so Karen, please know that your son is fine. And, you know, he did his mission. He's proud of what he did. And it was something that was planned. And that, you know, he'll be the first strong arm that you see when you cross overhead. And when your journey is done, you'll see a very strong arm, and that's going to be Kevin's, and he'll help you over when your time is done. So he's just saying he's sorry he can't be with you in the physical, but he certainly will be saving a seat for you. And that's the ease that we all have when people pass away, is that we have the ease that we will see them again. So many prayers to you, Karen. Aho. Katie's a Pisces, and she's asking, what is the next direction for my journey in 2018? And she is a Pisces. So, Katie, you have the Neptune in Pisces, which is kind of, it makes you a little confused. So, I would say that you will make great strides in the spring. Animals, animals, animals. Stick to the animals, because the animals is where you're supposed to go. That's your direction. Don't give up on it, because it doesn't matter what you do for the animals. The animal kingdom is what you should be in. Sometimes you might feel like slacking off a little, but that purpose is so great in your life that you could give up other things just for that. So you keep on with the animals, and wherever the teachings take you is where you're supposed to go. I also see a trip to Africa, and you're going to enjoy that safari. So that's going to be a good time for you. And we have William that says, should I make this business deal in front of me? Let's see, William, you are a Capricorn. Well, Capricorns have had it hard, like I told you, but I would go ahead with it. I feel good with it. It feels like with Saturn in Capricorn right now, it's the right thing for you to do. So I would surely go ahead with it. Oh. Okay, Pam. Pam is a Gemini. Gemini, you just got out of the Saturn opposition for 2 years, so you should be having a glass of wine. Will my knee situation get better? It's very painful. Will I have to have surgery on it? I don't see surgery happening, Pam, but I do see you surgically working with a surgeon on the other side. I will send a surgeon that I work with named Dr. Lee Sang. So please watch that for me, okay? Because I'm going to be sending you a surgeon named Dr. Lee Sang. And I'll send him in the middle of the night so that we can get this knee done naturally and not have to go through surgery, okay? And I'm going to start tonight with Dr. Lee Sang. Aho. All right. Okay. Hi, Kit. Hi, Penny. I'm glad you're watching. Aho. Okay. Carol, do you think children should be taught meditation in school? Well, it's not a religious thing, so yeah. I think why not? I mean, I wish I went to a Harry Potter school, don't you? You know, a lot of the stuff that we learned in school didn't do us a darn thing. So, yeah, I think meditation should be started in kindergarten. You know, they kind of do it anyway when you get your towel out and do nap time. So why can't you learn meditation? It certainly would help by the time kids get to the 6th grade, and it would help their concentration. They wouldn't have to go on any type of Ritalin or anything like that. So yeah, I think that's a great idea. Thank you, Carol. Aho. Tiffany from Florida, and she's a Cancer. When will I meet someone honest to date and possibly marry? You've had it hard. You know, remember I told you Cancers and Capricorns have had it a little bit hard. But I'm seeing why not around the 4th month. I get April. And I see a tall guy with, you're meeting him in an outdoors activity thing. So you want to get out to gatherings and socialize a bit. And I think that will do the trick. He looks like a charmer. And it looks like you're going to be very happy with him. And it does look like there could be a future. Okay? So many blessings to you, Tiff. Aha. Okay, William is asking, when and what is the most astonishing thing that you have seen in your career with something that would have to do with the other side? Okay, well, when my partner passed away the night after, I used to lose earrings all the time. So when my partner passed away, he would always find them. So when I would lose an earring, he would always say, hey, here's your earring, put it with the other one. Well, the night after he died, I had found that I lost an earring. There was one on one ear and not the other. So I took the remaining earring and put it in the bathroom by the sink. And I went to bed. And then in the morning, there were both earrings at the foot of my bed. And I know that Don had put them there because he was always the earring finder. So that, you know, if I didn't believe in life after death, that surely would do it for me. Another thing that I can think of is I had a client one day that she had a daughter that committed suicide, and her daughter showed up around her, and the daughter had a floppy sweater on, and she had long hair, kind of looked, you know, like a hippie, straight hair. And she said, "Hey, Mom." And she started singing her Moon River. And so I asked her, "Does Moon River, that song, mean anything to you?" She said, "Yeah, that was, her name was Cindy, Cindy's favorite song." And then Cindy told her when she went home to look in the cookie jar, because there's a note in there for her that she had put in there a long time ago. Well, of course, she couldn't wait to make a beeline out and go home and see what was in the cookie jar. And then when she did, she called me, and there was a little note in there from Cindy, and it said, "I love you, Mom, kiss, kiss, kiss." And she wouldn't have ever probably looked in the cookie jar if Cindy hadn't told her from the other side. So, you know, those are just a couple things that have, I always believed in life after death, but, you know, if you didn't, those certainly would make you a believer. Hi, Penny. Thank you. Yeah, I often feel Don around, but he hasn't found me any earrings since, so so much for his earring finding on the other side. And then we got a last question, and then I'll watch the monitor and see if anybody has any questions. This is from Joan, and she says, "I feel blue and confused. I've never felt like this before. I have trouble concentrating on driving. What is wrong with me?" Well, I do feel it's organic, and you know, I'm not a doctor and I can't prescribe, but I would say that perhaps one of your brain chemicals are low. It could be serotonin. Hi, Keenan. So I would say that check with your doctor, and I would look at the chemicals of the brain. It might be GABA, it might be melatonin, it might be serotonin, you know, that kind of thing. And I'm sure that you'll get to the root of it. But, you know, a lot of the confusion and the depression could very well be organic, and that your brain is not getting enough chemicals. That's what I'm picking up anyway, but you know, of course I can't prescribe because I'm no doctor. But that concludes the questions that we've had tonight. I don't see any more on the monitor. Hi, Keenan. Next time I will bring them on the camera, but I have to learn how to do it. But at any rate, I'm glad that you all could tune in. I hope that you got a little something out of our moments together. And I will be still taking questions for next month. And perhaps by then, Keenan, I'll learn how to bring people in. But I want to wish you a very wonderful month ahead until we see each other again. Dosha Aho. And Judy is getting in a question about Rich. So he's a Gemini, and Rick, Gemini, and has a question. Okay, Judy, shoot for the question. But I will tell you that Geminis have gotten out of a hard period for the last 2 years. Just waiting on your question there. Well, I don't see the question. Oh, okay. What will 2018 hold for me and my job and my finances? And you're so welcome, Anne. This is for Rick, Gemini. You should be clapping up and down because you got out of a very tough Saturn transit for the last 2 years. So I see you moving ahead in the next 2 months. I think that you could either start your own business or perhaps get a promotion by May. And it looks like with Saturn off your tail, not again until 30 years from now, you're going to just go. You know, I just see you just racing. So good luck to you. And I see a lot of broadcast towers around you. I don't know if you've ever thought of marketing or communications as something to get into, but I think you'd be good at it. But good luck to you, Rick and Aho. And so at any rate, I wish you a beautiful month ahead. Aho, namaste, shalom, and dosha aho. Until we meet again, you have a beautiful, beautiful month.